the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Georgia Bulldogs. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey, guys. Georgia's head coach told me pregame his running back is getting better each and every week. He is devastating in the red zone, top 5 in the country in rushing touchdowns, and they believe he deserves to be in the Heisman conversation. Each and every week, he is showing the country why he is one of the best backs in the nation. I'll keep you posted if he's able to keep up this productivity, and the Heisman talk gets louder and louder today. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will have the ball first. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they tried the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good 3rd down situations, execute on 3rd down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
The Bulldogs want to crank the tempo.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes, you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple.
Snags it, there's running room.
Design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here comes the man that makes this offense go. What a luxury it is to have a guy like Ellis Robinson the 4th and maybe take away a receiver from this offense. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Keeps it on 1st down. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run pitch by this defense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Using his legs, it's Young. Not much there. They'll give him 1 to the 14. Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Carter. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the first line up to punt it away. Secures it at the 30. They finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Makes the grab into space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it up to 34.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. He wants it all. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and run down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks and winning the tackle around the football.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going downfield for the big play. Leaping grab for a big gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. The Commodores have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Young. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Though there are some notable exceptions, typically great pass rushers aren't nose tackles, but that was a great pass rush.
They're not nose tackles usually, those great pass rushers, but they are grown men. I mean, those are some adults in there. Those are the 300-plus pounders that will just destroy you in the run game. A nice job using his hands, using some power to shrink that pocket and get the sack.
And the Commodores will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, hitting them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Wide receiver going in motion. might be calling a hot route. From the gun on third down. Hit as he throws. Complete to the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The give, it's Frazier. Nice move there. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Right back to the well. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. With the catch, it's Frazier.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Complete. Breaks into the open. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
And that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Georgia going up tempo.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Fires toward the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Grab behind the line. It's Humphries. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Dogs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. On first down, Nate Frazier. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Phillips. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the first down marker. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking for space. It's Young. There's a crease. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Commodores have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He's got a
to have a physical offensive line that you can count on, that you can just lean on them up front and fall forward and get first downs. Man, what a comfortable, what a nice spot to be in if you're an offensive coordinator.
Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to 19.
And I like the thought process of the offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early. There are a lot of coaches that may think themselves that they're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead, because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Now, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm, but you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point of the game.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
They'll run play action. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
Oh, it's picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Looking for room, it's Young. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for second down.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Bulldogs will use their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. Dropping back, it's Carter. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Timeout taken by Vanderbilt. That's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws for the tight end. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Turning it on. Got enough for the first. He's on the 40. Past the 20. And he scored! Touchdown Bulldogs!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-1 situations at the end of the half with the lead that will just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to pass. It's Carter. Fires to the big fella. Vanderbilt takes his third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. It really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down and second and 2. Back to throw time, running short in the half. Pulls it in. It's Brown. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on second and 10. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And the Commodores will hustle to the line. Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Right on the money. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This will likely be the last play of the half. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. He splits the uprights. And to settle for the field goal. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we are beginning to see a little separation in the standings. The Week 5 edition of our update show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the Buckeyes with a gritty victory away from home. This team prepared well all week, and they'll enjoy the fruits of their labor. Make it 2 straight victories, and though their quest for perfection is over, this team is still very much alive in the playoff picture. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game at Sanford Stadium in Athens. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Vanderbilt's offense out there looking to start a productive drive. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
The option, the keeper, knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. I understand. Listen, that keeper is on his breath. And they're going to run all kinds of options. He's going to run the football. They'll be dialed in. You got that second one.
Dropping back, it's Carter. Pressure coming. Makes a connection. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Clock stops momentarily as there is an injured Bulldog on the play. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They get to him as he throws.
Well, this offense has really struggled so far early in this game, and the passing game particularly. A lot of that is on the quarterback, but at some point you need guys to step up and help him out. That was a very good throw. His receiver has got to be able to make that catch. It just takes one play to get momentum and build some confidence, but the guys around the quarterback, they've now got to step up for this offense.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Under fire. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Gets the back moving. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Takes a hit as he fires. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. Here's a give to Frazier. Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Surge ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Hauls it in. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. Georgia going back to work with another first down. The run inside. It's Frazier. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5?
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you scored. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They'll stop play here to tend to the injured Commodore. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. Under fire, and they got it.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good, and you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Commodores will punt this one away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out. Everybody right now on the same page.
The Bulldogs come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Throws to the tight end. Working that left side. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude.
A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll give to Frazier. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Stockton. Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21 sense of urgency now. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks. That's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response. Just a sack party.
That's caught. It's Connor. Can't come in half-stepping to tackle this guy. Too much strength and power. He's up to the 25. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Lisa. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The play-action fake. Quickly complete.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man. It's Carter. Bringing the heat. Got his man downfield. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Commodores go back to work after moving the chains through the air. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's Spence.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt.
Well, you got to give the quarterback a lot of credit on that one, David. As soon as he recognized man coverage, there was no question where he was going to be looking. One of the fastest wide receivers in the game.
I was about to say, you credit the quarterback. It's his speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He's piled up 82 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Frazier again. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That's just frustrating. You know, you're an offense, you're in a great position, you're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out here with the W. Turning the football over is the worst thing we could possibly do.
Well, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Might as well stick with it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, Defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming in.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
Goodness.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking for the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late. You want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
And the Dogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Running inside. It's Frazier. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. So they'll use a timeout here. 1 more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks it past the marker. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. On the run, it's Phillips. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. 3rd and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the first down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
It is good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And with that kick, man, it's a tall order for the other side. I mean, down 3 possessions. Like, this offense is going to have to get the ball and do something with it, and do it quickly if they want to get back in this football.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Carter. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes a grab over the middle.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He'll throw it. It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
He wants a big play here late.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
That's caught. It's Spence. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. The Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Looking to throw again. The screen, he can go. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Firing to the end zone. In the end zone, he's got it. Touchdown, Commodores.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
A few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off play action on first down. Finds his big tight end. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Bulldogs in the hurry up.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Humphries. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They go to the draw. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, first and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting the running back on the ground.
Back to pass, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Here's a heat. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock strikes 0, ball game is over. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those